Fate of the Furious came out back in 2017 and stars Vin Diesel, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Jason Statham, Michelle Rodriguez, and Tyrese Gibson once again. When a mysterious woman seduces Dominic Toretto into the world of terrorism and a betrayal of those closest to him, the crew face trials that will test them as never before. Now, as this is the first film without Paul Walker since his passing, I was looking forward to this one to see how they would deal with it, if they would even deal with it, and how they would handle it. And I just wanted to see if this franchise could still work without his classic charisma that he brought to the franchise. And I can say that this really still is a incredibly fun Fast and Furious movie that I had a blast with. Right off the bat, the opening scene is a lot of fun and starts off the movie very nicely, and you immediately get sucked into this world of the Fast and the Furious very quickly. Easily the best part about this movie, though, is the action. It is once again still very enjoyable. The prison break scene in the first act, and then the crazy car scene in New York City are some of the standouts. And then you have the final act with the huge torpedo on the icy water that is an absolute blast and really had me enjoying this movie. I really enjoyed the action sequences, and they were definitely the best part about this movie. I think that they are some of the best in the series, in all honesty, and they really were a total blast. This movie isn't as funny as the previous ones, but I think it still has some funny jokes, especially in the third act with Tyrese Gibson being his crazy self and giving some funny lines. Some of the jokes don't necessarily hit in the first and second act, but like I said, the third act does have some funny laughs that definitely had me chuckling a little bit. This movie is just pretty dumb, and I was okay with that. I mean, I was expecting this to be one of the more crazier Fast and Furious movies, as that's what everyone says. So I went in with some low expectations and expecting that this was kind of going to be just a crazy ride that I was going to have a fun time enjoying. And I did have a fun time enjoying it. It's very easy to watch, and I definitely had a fun time with it. Another big positive about this movie is that the stakes always feel really high. With the great villain of Charlize Theron, the stakes always felt high, and the movie felt always intense, and you didn't really have much time to breathe. The movie continuously kept your attention, and the stakes always felt very high, so you really wanted to continually pay attention. You really couldn't take your eyes off of the screen because of how invested you were in the high stakes, especially with Vin Diesel's character. A good bit of this movie is honestly just a setup for Hobbs and Shaw, and it gives you a little bit of good hints as to what Hobbs and Shaw could be. So I'm excited to check out Hobbs and Shaw now, as the banter between Jason Statham and The Rock was really funny and definitely one of the brighter parts about this movie. And speaking of Jason Statham, his role is definitely redeemed here. He really brings a lot to the character, and I'm glad that he actually kind of felt like he was actually trying to do something. In Furious 7, I don't think he was given with much, as the script was kind of thin, so he couldn't really work with much. But in this one, it felt like they actually cared about making him a character that you want to actually care for and want to actually find him likable. And I think that they definitely redeemed his character, and Jason Statham does really shine in this movie, and I was really happy to see that his character does get redeemed. It's just a crazy fun ride that I definitely had a really fun time with, and I can see myself revisiting this one. I honestly like this one a bit more than Fast and Furious 6, and I'm really excited to check Hobbs and Shaw right before Fast 9, as this franchise has been pretty good recently, and I really had a fun time with this one. I'm going to give The Fate of the Furious a B-. Again, this is a really enjoyable Fast and Furious movie that I honestly really had a fun time with, and I definitely recommend it. Guys, thank you again so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do give it a like and subscribe, and make sure to turn that notification bell on to get notified whenever new videos like this go live. We're really close to Fast 9. We just have Hobbs and Shaw left, and then we have Fast 9. So I'm really looking forward to reviewing those for you guys. And if you guys are too looking forward to those, definitely make sure to subscribe and turn that notification bell to keep up to date when these videos go live. Guys, thank you again so much for watching. My name is Ben. People call me Meter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.